of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Southern Indiana high school basketball starts now. Presented by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page.
And welcome to Glycod's coverage of Southern Indiana high school basketball, as we are here at the Doghouse at New Albany High School, and we are here ready to bring you live Southern Indiana high school basketball. Well, we want to honor Coach Jim Shannon, who tonight is going to be honored at New Albany High School, and soon enough will be welcomed into the Hall of Fame here at the state of Indiana. We were expecting him later on this evening, but he's actually going to be on with us here in just a couple moments. So I'll tell you what, we're going to take a very, very, very short, quick break. We will be right back, and we will bring you Hall of Fame inductee for 2025, Coach Jim Shannon, tonight on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by New Albany State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And welcome back to Glycod, and let's bring in Coach Jim Shannon. Coach, so glad to have you join us here this evening, and we just want to congratulate you and honor you, just like New Albany's going to do at halftime here, for being inducted into the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame in Newcastle. That's a big honor. That's a great thing.
Well, thank you very much. It's really pretty surreal, to be honest with you. Just like a lot of seasons we had here, I'd sometimes have to pinch myself. And, you know, I knew how fortunate I was to be here at the time that I got to be here. And it was never lost on me that we had so many extraordinarily good players, great players, had a lot of help and a lot of great assistant coaches. And it was just a great time to be here for a quarter of a century. So I think had I not come here, there'd be no mention of Hall of Fame.
Well, I'll tell you what, well over 600 wins, and with more than 450 of them coming here at New Albany. So that's a lot of years and a lot of players. Let's just talk a little bit. Everybody knows about Romeo Langford, but you had a lot of really great players come through this program.
There have been so many. You know, I'm always hesitant to start naming names because as soon as I do, I'll leave somebody out. I mean, the 5 Indiana All-Stars, that goes without saying. They kind of created their own way there. But there are so many other kids that have grown up to be fine young men, got great families, great careers, have just done so much and given back to their communities, and that's what I'm really most proud of. The older you get, the more you celebrate those kinds of things. The wins and hardware and accolades, that's all great, but you get to a certain age where you just hope everybody's doing well, they're happy, and that you created more positives in your lives than you did negatives.
Coach, I just want to say one thing. I'm glad you weren't here back in the 70s, the late 70s, when Clarksville had a chance to win. If you were on the bench over there, I'm not too sure we'd have had that kind of success back then.
I don't know about that. I know you all had some fantastic teams back then. You know, the thing about this program is it was great before we came. It was great for the most part while we were here, and it's going to continue to be great not only these couple years I've been gone, but long after I'm gone. So I'm really proud to just have been a part of it.
Well, congratulations again. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us. Yeah, we want to say congrats and thanks, and to our Glycod family. I know everybody loved watching a lot of really good games here at New Albany on the road as well.
Well, I appreciate you all having me. Great to see you again, Coach Love, as always.
Thanks, Coach Shannon. We'll be back in just a moment here on Glycod.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
So we're going to try our opening again there just a little bit, as we were surprised by Coach Shannon. We thought it was coming up later, but you know what? He's got a schedule. They are honoring him here at halftime, and so he decided he wanted to come on up, and we really appreciated him joining us. And we just wanted to say thank you to him for all those great ball games. Well, Coach Paul Love, as we get ready for tonight's ball game. As you can see, folks, we've still got senior night going on down below, but welcome to the doghouse. We've got the New Albany Bulldogs at 17-3 taking on the Bloomington North Cougars here on Southern Indiana High School basketball. Again, it's senior night here, and Coach, let's just talk briefly about what we might expect out of this ball game. Bulldogs with a 17-3 record, really rolling pretty well on a 3-game win streak. The Cougars really nicked up by some injury.
Yeah, absolutely. And, anybody can tell that at this stage of the season, without their leading player, I know you're going to talk about the fact their big guy in the middle is not going to be playing tonight, most likely. But, here we go. It's the last game of the season, and both teams trying to get ready for that sectional, and that's what you play for. It's just kind of like the national championship of Indiana sort of thing. So, I expect it to be, if you had to pick a winner, you'd pick New Albany, of course, based on the records and so on and so forth. But you just hope that Bloomington North can come out and be competitive tonight.
Well, and too, you hope that they can be competitive, and that maybe they can, depending on what the bench looks like, maybe get some guys some minutes that then can help them out. Even if Derek Cross is who we were talking about, Derek Cross is sophomore, 6'3" sophomore, averaging almost 17 points a game, will be back for their tilt against Bloomington South next week in the sectional. So. I had a chance to talk to head coach Jason Spear of the Bloomington North Cougars just a little while ago. So we're going to take a quick break here, and when we come back, you will hear from Coach Spear of the Bloomington North High School Cougars, and we will have all the live basketball action for you upcoming here tonight on Glycod.
Looking for family fun in Southern Indiana? Then look no further than Strike and Spare, your go-to spot for a great time at prices that won't break your budget. With regular and kid-friendly bumper bowling lanes, everyone can join in on the action. And don't miss out on Cosmic Bowling, the cool way to bowl with that nighttime feel. Strike up the fun at Strike and Spare in Clarksville at 511 Little League Boulevard. And visit strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information on hosting birthdays and corporate parties.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com. You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
Can't leave your dog while you're gone? Maybe you just want to increase their socialization. Try Bark Jeff. They provide a cage-free, all-day play center that dogs will love. With well-trained staff available around the clock, their professionals offer comfortable grooming, plus nightly dog slumber parties. For more information on their services or to register as a new client, visit BarkJeff.com. Bark Jeff is located at 1006 East 10th Street in Jeff, where the cool dogs play.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Bark Jeff, Jeffersonville's premier dog care destination at 1006 East 10th Street. Bark Jeff, where the cool dogs play.
Here pregame with Coach Jason Spear of the Bloomington North Cougars. And Coach, you're just about to wrap your regular season up and get ready for playoff play. Let's just talk a little bit about your team, because this is the first time our Glycod family of viewers will have gotten to see them. What kind of team do you put on the floor? What's that look like?
Well, it's not 100% healthy. The problem is with us and our record, we've never really had too much continuity. Our best player, Luke Lindemann, coming off a pretty serious knee injury and then a groin injury during the season. So this is about only his third or fourth game that we're having him. But Caleb Fischel, our other senior point guard that you'll see tonight, number 3, same thing. Had a really bad sprained ankle right before the season started. So he was out the first 8 games, and now we're out. Our leading scorer, leading rebounder, and J.R. Cross. He'll be here tonight and warm up, but he won't play. So it's been a struggle.
That certainly makes it hard to get any kind of continuity throughout your season. So who might we hear from tonight, and who's going to have to carry some of the load?
Like I mentioned, I think Luke and Caleb, even though that they're probably not 100% right now, they'll carry the load quite a bit. We've also got the younger Lindemann with Levi, does a good job inside, really developing a good knack for some transition, always been a good shooter and rebounder. And then we'll fill in some of the other spots with Rex Spear, Nate Walker, Kamarion Washington, and CJ Bonds, who could do, they all can do just a little bit of everything.
Defensively, what's your team going to look like as we watch them tonight? What kind of defense do they typically play, at least?
Yeah, I mean, for us, we have a mixture of zone and man. Obviously, New Albany poses a lot of different challenges in terms of whatever it is that you want to be able to do. They have great ball handlers. They shoot the ball well, and obviously a veteran inside with Lampkins. Just kind of cleans up everything for them. So it'll be a tall test. We may have to change some defenses up. We'll have to see what works.
What sorts of things will your club need to do tonight to really push through and maybe get a road victory tonight, pull one out?
Obviously, you have to take care of the basketball, and then, once you take care of the basketball, it's usually probably passing the ball with a purpose. Not just passing it to pass it, but, you're actually looking for your teammates and just getting into it to a good rhythm. In Albany, obviously, a good talented team, good veteran team, and plus you had, a freshman phenom and Noah Washington. That's all the difference. So it's probably a little bit of their spurt ability. You kind of have to predict, because they're going to go on a run. It's just a matter of we're able to withstand the run that they're going to put on us.
Good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
And stay tuned for all the high school basketball action tonight on Glycod.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on. Foul.
What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Okay, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
You're about to get served.
Seriously?
Get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice. Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care. With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
It is time for Keys to the Game. Tonight's Keys to the Game brought to you by the nice folks at Northside Security. Northside Security, where service and protection meet. Residential and commercial security systems. You can contact them at 812-282-3142. And for those keys to the game, let's turn it back over to Coach Paul Love. Coach Love, first up for the Bloomington North Cougars.
Thank you, Coach Carter, or Dr. Carter. You're not the coach, I am. Listen, Cougars got their work cut out for them tonight, no doubt. But I got the number one key to the game for them is to value possessions. And by that I mean take good shots and don't turn the ball over. Though if they can do those things, they could stay in this ball game. The second one I would point out would be rebounding. Now, they have pretty good size, 6'6", 6'5", across the line.
Yep.
But with the quickness of New Albany, if they don't block out and give up a lot of second shots, it's really going to hurt them. And then, of course, like any game, make your shots. You just got to shoot a decent percentage in order to come out ahead in a game like this.
Well, especially on the road.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, and for the Bulldogs of New Albany.
Well, for them, just play their game, which has to have intensity. if they go out and just thinking ahead to the sectional or something like that, they don't. They need to get better. They need to improve. Have no letdown. So I think that's the number one key for them. And I think also a key to them is continuing to share the basketball.
Yep.
They've got 5 guys that can score, and that's not characteristics of most teams. Most teams got your player 2 or 3 maybe that do most of the scoring, but New Albany can score from a lot of different angles. And then finally, the third key here is the last game of the season, getting ready for sectional, just keep it rolling. No letdowns. Just come out and play with intensity. And I know Coach Jones expects that. He's got a bench of guys that can play too. So if they get starters that don't do up to par, they're going to be replaced.
Absolutely. Well, so those your Northside Security keys to the game. This is also the time when I tell you this broadcast is authorized by New Albany High School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student-athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you so very much for watching. Let's hear from some of our fantastic Glycod sponsors. When we come back, you will hear from Coach Jason Jones of the Bulldogs when we return with Southern Indiana High School basketball tonight on Glycod.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms. Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience, reputation, solutions.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers Pulse Point. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org. Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department. You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can. You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
Head coach Jason Jones of the New Albany Bulldogs. Coach, 17-3 as we're into the season finale tonight for you guys. And let's first talk about your seniors and who on this team have put in the work over the long haul.
Yeah, I think anytime there's a coaching change, it's hard on that junior group. And so those guys were juniors when I came in here, James and Jordan and Chris and Rylan. And I can't say enough about them. They've done everything we've asked for the last 2 years. And, like I say, it's hard. You change philosophies, you change everything, personalities. And so they're having to adjust to me probably more so than me to them. And they've been great. Obviously led us to back-to-back solid, 17 wins 2 years in a row. And so, kudos to those guys for sure.
Well, let's also just talk about the youngsters that have come up, because your team has been deep all season. But I've noticed here over the last few weeks, boy, some of those younger guys have really gotten some time to play and some quality minutes. So let's just talk about them and what it means to bring them along.
Yeah, I think that's always the catch-22 when you are deep like we are. How do you balance your veterans with your up-and-coming guys? And there's an element to, obviously we're playing for the here and now, but there's also a future development, that you're looking at. And, I think those guys have really done a nice job of just what we've preached to them all year is just be impactful in the minutes you get. And they've done that, and I think that it's led to a few more minutes for some of them as we've come down the stretch here, and they continue to really change games for us. And so that's a big luxury we have for sure.
Let's go back to Tuesday night. Big win over Brownstown Central. Tough team, just one loss, I think, on their schedule coming into that game. So just your thoughts coming out of that win, and who really led you guys in that game on Tuesday?
Yeah, I mean, they're really good. They've only lost now twice in the last 40-some games or whatever, won a state title. And, I thought we were good across the board, but Chris was really a difference maker. He had 19 and 9, I believe. And, he, even though Hall ended up with 23, I mean, he battled him every time. He got no easy looks. And then our guards did a great job on Coomer and some of their other really good players. And, we shared the ball like we try to do all the time. And I think we were right around that 4 or 5 guys in double figures again, and keeps us balanced, keeps us hard to guard.
I was going to say, it's been that way all season and just makes you guys really tough, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, it's, we've got guys that are capable of getting 25, but when you don't have to get 25, it makes it a lot easier because you got a lot of guys that can get 10 or 12. And then, obviously guys have had those breakout games throughout the year, but it's a different animal when you are asking a guy to do that every single night.
Well, let's talk about this Bloomington North team that they're going to put on the floor tonight. Any particular thoughts from them or as you scouted them?
I mean, they're solid. They got great size. They're just a great program overall. They're going to probably play some zone against us. And so, that always poses some challenges when you see a zone. How are you going to, it's a lot easier against man sometimes to move in space and get shots. So, we have to be good against the zone. And then, I thought there was probably 2 stretches in the Brownstown game where we were as good defensively as we've been all year. And we need to continue to move in that direction.
All right. Well, good luck tonight, Coach. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
And stay tuned for all the high school basketball action tonight on Glycod.
Check it. Ooh.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
From Glycod, it's Southern Indiana High School basketball. Presented by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page. He puts you in good hands. Tonight's game is brought to you by Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable since 1952. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Mac Construction, experience, reputation, solutions. Clark County Health Department, prevent, promote, protect. Priority Radiology in New Albany, you have a choice. Jim Butner Auto Group in Clarksville, a family tradition of excellence. And by Floyd County Health Department, Deering Floor Center, Our Place, Clark County Youth Services, and Strike and Spare Family Fun Center. Now courtside for all the action from Glycod on Southern Indiana High School basketball. Presented by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page.
American Bank. Our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank. Member FDIC.
For the area's best pre-owned vehicle prices and selection, visit Jim Butner Auto Group. Since 1955, the Jim Butner family has been Southern Indiana's top choice for reliable, trustworthy, and exceptional service. Enjoy fast and easy financing, no matter your credit history. Visit JimButnerAuto.com or stop by our showroom at 125 West Lewis and Clark Parkway in Clarksville. Discover why Jim Butner Auto Group is striving to serve you better every day. Jim Butner Auto Group, your hometown family dealership since 1955.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on.
Foul. What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
You're
yourself
about to get served.
Seriously?
Get Allstate. Save money and be protected from mayhem. Like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today. Vaccinations are a key to a healthy future. At the Floyd County Health Department, they can help your child from kindergarten through 12th grade get vaccinated, regardless of insurance status. Check with your doctor to see which vaccines your child may be due for, or call the Floyd County Health Department at 812-948-4726. Again, that's 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
And welcome back to Southern Indiana basketball here on Glycod from the Doghouse at New Albany High School, Romeo Langford Court. It's time for our starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups presented by Interstate Batteries. Get started with Interstate Batteries. They're outrageously dependable for the visiting Bloomington North Cougars at 7 and 15. Caleb Fischel, a senior, 6-foot guard. Rex Spear, a junior, 6'2" guard. Nate Walker, a 6-foot sophomore guard. Levi Lindemann, a 6'5" sophomore forward, averaging nearly 10 points a game. And Luke Lindemann, a senior forward, averaging 13 points a game. So again, Fischel, Spear, Walker, Levi Lindemann, Luke Lindemann is the starting lineup for the Bloomington North High School Cougars. And for the Bulldogs, TJ Washington, a 5'11" junior. Jordan Treat, a 6-foot senior. Rylan Shrink, a 6'3" senior guard. Chris Lampkins, a 6'4" senior forward. And Noah Washington, a 6'4" freshman. Okay. Actually, we've got one change up. There's decided Coach Jason Jones, decided to coach to have James Knox start a 5'11 senior. So making sure the senior got the start tonight. So James Knox gets the starting nod tonight in the place of T.J. Washington, I believe. Yes, that's the way it goes. So those are your starting lineups for tonight's ball game. And as we get set here for basketball at New Albany High School, a little late, a little extra time because it was senior night. Introducing the basketball players, cheerleaders, Bulldogs, the bands, and the WNAS staff as well. I'm Dr. Todd Carter. Coach Paul Love's our analyst tonight. Christian Sanchez running our camera for this Indiana regular season finale.
Hard to believe it's about over, Todd.
It's
sectional next week.
Yep, sectionals next week. I know we'll probably maybe get the chance to talk about that as the night goes forward. And New Albany wins the tip. And senior Jordan Treat, number 11, with the ball. Gets it to Knox. Treat thought about that three. Set up to shrink instead. Lampkins working inside, working against Spear. Puts it up, couldn't get it to go. Nicely blocked away there as Ryland Shrink trying to get the stick back. Draws the foul. Nope, excuse me. Ball out of bounds.
Bloomington North starting in man-to-man. I think, like Coach said, you can expect some zone here tonight before it's all over. There we go.
There's a dunk. As Lampkins gets things started.
Well, if he gets that shot very much, they're going to be in trouble.
Oh, good defense.
Oh,
no?
Calling a blocking foul.
Calling a blocking foul as Lindemann, that was Luke Lindemann, senior, working down low against Lampkins.
I think it's just unfortunate. The kid lost his balance and fell to the floor. Wasn't like he got chugged.
And into Lindemann. He couldn't get it to go. Lampkins ends up with the rebound. Going to take it the other way. Oh, and then draws the foul. Taking it hard to the basket there. That's Levi Lindemann whistled for the foul. Boy, Lampkins gets moving downhill, and that's a load coming at you.
You're going to hear his name quite often tonight. He can very, very athletic, good springs. Really good in the paint.
So Lampkins eyes the first.
Maybe not so good at free throws.
Well, not that one didn't look so good, but I've seen him hit a bunch this year, so
sure.
We'll see.
He gets to the line.
Takes a deep breath, as you can see there, and eyes it. Got that one to go. So 3 points for Lampkins. All of the points on the scoreboard thus far. Down low.
Oh, my.
And that's Luke Lindemann with the slam. And then quickly a whistle on the other end. Ball knocked out of bounds. Noah Washington to trigger. Gets the ball back on the block. Pretty shot there. Three on the way. Would not go. Lampkins corrals. Oh, and then good hands there by Rex Spear. Poke that ball out of bounds, get that deflection.
That's the kind of shot that Bloomington North really needs to make. A good wide open look, and they've had a dunk. So good possessions we talked about early in the game.
Yeah, we talked about them valuing those possessions. They're looking to try to get the ball to shrink there down low. It's posting up. New Albany working the ball around, looking for Lampkins inside, seals his man out, and then fouled.
And we talked about he's going to get to the free throw line. Here he is again. Another two-shot foul.
Lampkins, eyes.
There he goes.
Knocks it home. Second, wouldn't go. Cleaned up there by Nate Walker. Sophomore for Bloomington High School North. Oh, and then Shrink, good hands, takes the ball away. Gets it to Lampkins. Oh, gets that to go. It's been the Chris Lampkins show thus far. And then on the other end, Lindemann comes back. And that's Luke Lindemann, who's got all of the Bloomington North points, feeding inside to Lampkins. Couldn't get that one to go. Tracked down by Caleb Fischel. Extra pass into the corner for three. That one won't go. And we're back the other way quickly. Knox looking to drive. Tripped.
Yeah, I think that was a good call. He certainly had a lane to go down for sure. That's third team foul against the Cougars.
Well, we've got a quick stoppage here. Let's show you that Lindemann feed and dunk on the other end from a few minutes ago. So back to live action and then a quick whistle. It's going to be against Knox, offensive foul. Team second. Bloomington North already with three in this quarter. And why don't I have the score right tonight, folks? Sorry about that. It's 8-4 is our correct score.
Second turnover by the Cougars. Just mishandled the ball out 10-second line. New Albany got a fairly short lineup in there right now. Lindemann comes out, and they're almost like a five-guard situation. Of course, you got 6'4" Noah Washington in there, a little size.
Yep. Washington looked to drive the baseline. And pretty finish at the dish there for Noah Washington. He's got 4 in the early going. Lindemann down low, has it popped away. Shrink with it, takes it to the other end and lays it up and in. This is going, I would think, at more New Albany's pace as Bloomington North came down but couldn't get it to go, and quickly back into the New Albany front court. Shrink loses the handle but chases it down. Shrink looking to drive, kicks. Now Treat looks to drive, spin move, up under, gets it to go. Treat with a nice shot there and a whistle. And we've got a timeout taken by Coach Spear, Bloomington North. So we will take a brief timeout as well. Back with more here in a 10-point ball game led by the Bulldogs on Glycott.
Can't leave your dog while you're gone? Maybe you just want to increase their socialization. Try Bark Jeff. They provide a cage-free, all-day play center that dogs will love. With well-trained staff available around the clock, their professionals offer comfortable grooming, plus nightly dog slumber parties. For more information on their services or to register as a new client, visit BarkJeff.com. Bark Jeff is located at 1006 East 10th Street in Jeff, where the cool dogs play.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
So a 10-point ball game here in the early going. Bloomington North trailing in this one.
There's a reason for that, Todd.
Chris Lampkins?
No, New Albany 6 for 8 from the field.
Oh, that's
8 shots, made 6. Also 2 free throws, so that'll get you going. New Albany drives the ball to the basket so well with their quickness.
We've talked about that all season, Coach. As they get rolling downhill, they are tough to stop. Inside to Washington, working the block, in traffic, gets it to go. Tough shot. Oh, just airmailed that one. Nate Walker couldn't catch up to that, and it goes into the corner, and turnover to New Albany.
That's the 4th turnover, so that's something we talked about again pregame. They can't make those kind of mistakes and stay in a game against the team the caliber of New Albany.
Shrink goes to the sideline. Lampkins checks in. Spear also goes to the sideline. Who checked in for him? Romarion Washington, junior, 6'2", checked in for Bloomington North, number 11. Treat trying to direct some traffic there. And ball poked away. Caleb Fischel, he got just enough of a flash of the ball there. He's like, I'm going to just disrupt this. Knocking it away.
Might have been a field goal. I don't know. That is a football field goal.
Yep. From the free throw line, but a put back by Lampkins. Lindemann gets it back out to Walker. He hits the 3. Big bucket there. So TJ Washington, who's got the ball now, usually a starter in the game, put that ball up there with some English. I don't know, Coach, that I've seen a player in Southern Indiana that can use the board with as much English as TJ Washington has throughout the season. Another 3.
That's what they knew. I mean, if New Albany's going to give them that kind of a look.
Yeah, and that was Levi Lindemann on that. In fact, we'll show you that shot here real quick while we've got the chance.
I think brother Luke has got a couple buckets too early on. The Lindemann brothers, huh?
Yep. Levi and Luke. Levi averaging not quite 10 points a game. Luke almost 13.
Nice pass.
Nice drive. Yes, nice pass, nice drive by Shrink.
Good offense.
And then on the other end, that's Luke Lindemann again. And then a whistle. A couple players go down hard.
Yeah, they can't afford to lose Luke Lindemann. Hit the ground pretty hard. You know, playing without Cross, their 6'3" sophomore.
Right. Now that was the 5th team foul on Bloomington North. So Shrink at the line. Knocking home the first. For the last 121 of the quarter, New Albany will get to go to the line on any common foul.
Nice touch Treat has at the free throw line.
Vaughn had checked into the game, number 23, and then a whistle. A little push and shove there. So TJ Washington whistled for the foul. As Braden Brewer heads to the sideline.
So much depends on how the officials are going to call a game, whether they're going to let you, make contact. There's a good steal.
Yep. Lampkins tipping it, and then just couldn't make the connection there. Treat trying to leave it up for Lampkins. Now New Albany coming with some full court pressure here. Easily broken by Walker. Lindemann, loses the handle on the way up. Finds Walker in the corner. He'll shoot the three. Can't get that one to fall. And cleaned up by Luke Lindemann down low. Misses on the first, misses on the second, gets another board. That one goes in. And I think that was actually Levi that got that bucket. Was it not, Coach?
I was writing something down, Todd. I didn't see.
I think so. You know what? We're gonna go back and look at it here real quickly.
There's a lot going on down there. They got 3 offensive rebounds at possession?
Yep, sure did.
And back to the free throw line. Our man Chris Lampkins. He's 2 for 4, as I remember.
So Lampkins eyeing it.
Ooh.
Off back iron.
He's kind of acting like he doesn't feel all that well. As a matter of fact, they took him out of the game in the first 3 minutes, as I recall. What's going on with him? See if he can make second free throw.
There he goes. Got 3 makes thus far, and then a timeout for Bloomington North, taken to avoid the loss of possession. Chance to get a last shot of the quarter. We'll take a brief break as well. 23-14, 17.3 remaining here in the first on Glycott.
Looking for family fun in Southern Indiana? Then look no further than Strike and Spare, your go-to spot for a great time at prices that won't break your budget. With regular and kid-friendly bumper bowling lanes, everyone can join in on the action. And don't miss out on Cosmic Bowling, the cool way to bowl with that nighttime feel. Strike up the fun at Strike and Spare in Clarksville at 511 Little League Boulevard. And visit strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information on hosting birthdays and corporate parties.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
As we return to live action, Bloomington North trying to get a shot at the end of the quarter, but New Albany forcing the turnover. Washington on the other end, and he throws the ball away right to Rex Spear. Lindemann to Fischel. Fischel gets the 3 at the buzzer. So Fischel makes it 23-17, and we will take a break here. Back with second quarter action upcoming on Glycod.
Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark & Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or Call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
Cougar basketball as we begin the second quarter of action. Dr. Todd Carter, Coach Paul Love, and Christian Sanchez with you here this evening from Romeo Langford Court at New Albany High School. And dumped the ball down inside. Getting a good look there was Chris Vaughns, but could not get it to go. Washington has it poked away. Now Treat will reset. So, Coach, the Dogs up by 11, or did they make it to 12? And the Bloomington North, valiant efforts there with some good outside shooting to pull us back down to 6.
Absolutely. They made 2 field goals and one of them a three-pointer. Haven't shot a free throw yet in the game. That's interesting.
And then down low, there's Lampkins. Doing that yeoman's work down inside. So Lampkins with 11. Washington and Shrink with 6 apiece. And left for Shrink. Highlight reel work there by Ryland Shrink. And then stolen again.
Oh my.
And Lampkins this time.
Throw it up to the rim. They'll go get it.
So 2 steals and a quick 4 points for the Bulldogs.
We talked about, valuing that possession. You turn it over against these guys, they're going to run you down.
So quickly, right back out to 12 after 6-point quarter break.
They're going to shoot a free throw now.
Luke Lindemann working hard inside there. Let's show you the first of those 2 steals. Treat back to Shrink, saying thank you so very much for that steal. I'll show you the Lampkins one later. Winslow checks in the ball game. Seth Winslow, sophomore. One of 2 made there on the free throws. Three made by Knox.
That's the first 3-point shot they've taken. They've had such good balance inside.
Official couldn't get that one to float. And taken down, and back out come New Albany. Treats. That's a 3, long 3. From the girls' state champion logo, but it wouldn't go. And Fischel says, well, I'll show you a 3. Makes his second of the night. He's shooting 46% from out there, so he can hit them. 46% on the season, I should say. Lindemann couldn't get it to go. And ball out of bounds.
Another uncharacteristic, an air ball, uncontested shot. It's like Bloomington North going to put a little pressure back on them. Not much, just the one guard. Shrink bringing the ball up the floor.
Yep. Levi Lindemann just content to wait for him there until he got to the half-court line.
Got Brewer in the game now in New Albany.
Knox, long two, can't get that one to fall. Levi Lindemann down with the board. Double team comes, gets it up to Walker across timeline. Another trap. Good defense by New Albany. Now, Bloomington North now able to kind of settle in. Luke Lindemann for three. Off the mark. Treats, kicks, shrink. Off iron, won't fall. Walker then in the corner to Lindemann. Cleaned up nicely there by Washington, but can't get it to go. Follow, bucket, and the foul. So Luke Lindemann with the stick back and draws the foul as well. Gonna whistle that against Shrink. It's actually the second foul against the Dogs. I forgot to count that bucket. And so, just like that, 32-24.
And we talked earlier about New Albany trying to maintain that intensity, but, you know, they've given up some pretty easy shots. Now they've turned it over again.
Yep. So Bloomington North back on the attack. And we've got a whistle, a little pushing and shoving there. Winslow maybe just a little too much against Levi Lindemann.
His arms wrapped around him. I think that's a hold.
Sophomore
Football
versus sophomore. Yep. That's the third Bulldog foul of the quarter. Nate Walker to trigger. Oh, trying to get it to Lindemann and swiped away there by Brewer. Reese McGee with it. He's newly in the ball game. TJ Washington now. Mayfield also in there. And finding Seth Winslow. Nice play there. Good unselfishness to give the ball up, and Winslow with the easy bucket. Good ball movement by Bloomington North. And finally get the ball up and on the rim. Ramirian Washington draws the foul. Couldn't get it to go, but on a good roll to the rim.
Good ball movement that time by the Cougars.
Yep.
Handling they just need to stay out of those corners where they're getting trapped and turning the ball over. They've turned it over 9 times already this game.
So Washington scoreless in the ball game so far. Only about a 42% free throw shooter on this season. And couldn't get that one to go either.
A lot of Washingtons in the lineup.
There sure are. 2 for the Bulldogs and 1 for the Cougars of Bloomington North.
Another wholesale substitution. New Albany getting some of their starters back in the game. Wind it down here. 2:48 left in the half.
So it was 6 at the quarter break. Back at been as many as 12 for the Bulldogs. 9 now. Lampkins drives the sideline there.
Oh, nice pass.
Great pass to Washington. Noah Washington, the 8th point.
Lampkin do it all.
Noah Washington with a fantastic contest there, but even better bucket by Lindemann. Into Lampkins, working against the smaller guard. Tipped around, Shrink to Treat. Treat for 3, short. Lampkins cleans it up. Noah Washington, and he loses the handle. Faithful wanted a foul there, but no call. And finally, Levi Lindemann clears to brother Luke. Luke. Now the offense begins. Fischel over Lampkins, and then a couple of players down hard. No whistle. Treat looks to attack. Whistle comes. That was a bit of a craziness on both ends with lots of missed shots.
So Albany kind of lost their intensity we talked about. They've only made 2 out of their last 8 shots.
Able to keep this at 10, but part of that making some numbers on the free throw line. Treat getting both of those. His 4th point of the ball game. Then back the other way. Lampkins slams it home. In the corner, Lindemann can't get it to go. Levi missing short there, and then a whistle comes. And they're going to have a push and a shove there underneath. Let's show you that. Lampkins run out and dunk. And after we see that replay, we've got a timeout by New Albany, so we will take a brief timeout as well. Back with more second quarter action upcoming here on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by New Albany State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
For the latest updates on all things high school athletics, including continuous score updates, visit Glycod.com. We really enjoy what we do and appreciate your support. 13-point ball game, 42-27 with 1:01 left here in the second period. Todd Carter, Coach Paul Love with you. Christian Sanchez on the camera. Chris Lampkins got in there deep, but couldn't get it to go. Knox, baseline jumper, knocked it down. Knox has been stingy in his shooting, but knocked down both the shots he's gotten. Good looks. Oh, trying to find Levi Lindemann, and that pass left just a bit too low.
That's been a problem for the Cougars all game. Got 11 turnovers here in the first half only. New Albany going to settle for a last shot, maybe.
Looks paced like that. So ball. Shrink. All seniors on the floor with the exception of Noah Washington, who's in underneath, who gets the spin move there, and nice bucket. And a long three-pointer by Levi Lindemann won't go, and that brings us to the end of the first half. So at halftime, it is New Albany 44 and Bloomington High School North 27. Let's step aside for a few moments and come back with the halftime show here on Glycott.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational, solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout Southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on. Foul.
What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
About to get served.
Seriously?
Get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Priority Radiology, offering full-service outpatient imaging services from their clinic at 807 Northgate Boulevard in New Albany. To schedule an appointment, visit PriorityRadiology.com.
As we return to the doghouse here, Romeo Langford Court, and you can see on the court right now Coach Jim Shannon being honored for his induction into the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame. So we want to, again, congratulate Coach Shannon. 616 career wins over 39 seasons is quite the accomplishment. Well, Coach Love, let's just briefly talk about what we saw here in the first half. We'll get to the stats in a few moments, but just your initial thoughts on this one?
Well, I said it throughout the first half. Their turnovers are going to make a big difference. They needed to value the basketball, value each possession. I have them turning the ball over 11 times in the first half. That's more than what you'd like to see in a whole game, of course. So that's a big factor. Plus, shooting the basketball, the second quarter, they were doing well in the first quarter, but in the second quarter, they only hit 3 out of 13 field goals, 23%. So, that'll get you behind in a hurry, especially when you're giving up the kind of shots that New Albany is getting. And again, we'll get into the stats here in a minute. But
we'll give you those.
They're lighting them up.
Well, that really on the road, we talked about that. Got to hit some of those big buckets, and there were some 3-pointers made there in the first half by Bloomington North, but also lots of misses and just some empty possessions there that really did add up for the Cougars.
Made a big difference for sure.
Well, let's step aside again, and when we come back, we will have more of the halftime show, including the German American Bank halftime numbers and halftime stats. Oh, and before we step aside, my fault, I also need to say tonight's scoreboard is presented by American Family Insurance agent Mark Stevens. For more information on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Mark at 812-283-8600. That's 812-283-8600. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Now let's hear from some of our fantastic Glycod sponsors. When we come back, we'll get you those German American Bank halftime stats here on Glycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
Tonight's halftime stats brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with the German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more information, or one of their 70-plus locations in Southern Indiana and Kentucky. First, let's go over some individual numbers and individual scoring. This is very, very unofficial, but the Bloomington North Cougars led by Luke Lindemann. I've got him with 12, 6 from Caleb Fischel, 5 from Levi Lindemann, 3 from Nate Walker, and 1 from Romarion Washington. For the New Albany Bulldogs, we've got a couple of players with 12 there. Lampkins and Washington unofficially with 12, 8 from Shrink, 5 from Knox, 4 from Treat, and 2 from Seth Winslow. And I'm thinking I missed something there somewhere, so I will have to go back and recheck that again. But that's as of now, those are the very unofficial scoring numbers for the Bulldogs. Now, let's go to team statistics, and for those, let's turn it back over to Coach Love. Coach Love?
Likewise, very unofficial, but pretty close, I think. The Cougars from Bloomington North in that first half just shot 10 of 26 for the half, 28%. That was after shooting 54% in the first quarter, but 23 in the second. From the three-point line, they made 4 of 9. That's 44%. They were 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 60%. I had them with 13 rebounds compared to New Albany's 14, so that's pretty even. But the turnovers, big factor, 11 against Bloomington North and just 4 against the Bulldogs. So that's your numbers for Bloomington North. New Albany, much better. 18 of 30 from the field in the first half, 60%. 9 of 13 the first quarter, 9 of 17 the second quarter. They only took 4 3-point shots. Didn't have to, actually. That's made 1 for 25%. They were 7 of 10 from the free throw line, 70%. And as we said, they rebounding about even, 14 to 13 in favor of the Bulldogs, and likewise the errors in their favor as well.
Well, and that really a big difference there, and several steals and run-out situations for the Bulldogs that really sort of took the wind out of the sails of the Cougars. Just when you thought maybe they were gonna make a run, it really made it tough on them. Turnover and a dunk, turnover and an alley-oop dunk, and that sort of thing. Really a tough thing, but saw some good outside shooting, and going to play the second half, and we'll see if maybe this can get whittled down a little bit for the Cougars.
Bloomington North, they shoot on the average, make on the average 53 points a game, so they're basically right on target for their season average. Unfortunately, they give up 59 points, and tonight they're giving up many more. So the defense is a big factor, I think, in the ball game, along with those turnovers. Yeah, I might throw out to you, too, I don't think we mentioned the fact earlier in the game, the JVs beat the Bloomington North JVs 73 to 54.
I don't believe we did, but that's good to note that. Well, the heralding of Jim Shannon here for his induction into the 2025 Indiana Hall of Fame class is done, and the we've got a half-court shot upcoming, and then the teams will come back out. So a little bit longer than normal halftime, but we will take another break, and when we come back, we will get you ready for the second half of play. So stay tuned for that here on Glycod.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms. Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug-Free Communities and Our Place.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational, solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience, reputation, solutions.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers PulsePoint. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department. You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can. You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
Welcome back to halftime here at the Doghouse, Romeo Langford Court, New Albany High School. I'm Dr. Todd Carter. Coach Paul Love, our analyst, Christian Sanchez on our camera this evening. We are had a little extended halftime between the honoring of Coach Jim Shannon and Bulldogs, excuse me, out. That has taken us a little bit long, but that just means we got third quarter upcoming yet for you tonight. Again, tonight's scoreboard is presented by American Family Insurance agent Mark Stevens. For more information on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Mark at 812-283-8600. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Well, you know what, Coach? This gives us a brief opportunity to maybe talk about sectionals which are upcoming in next week in Indiana. And I guess we should start with 4A in the Seymour sectional, where this New Albany team is sort of matched up with Jeffersonville on the other side, which is the interesting take on that one.
Couldn't have drawn it up much better as far as the fans following is concerned. Jeffersonville against Scottsburg in that first game, then they play Bedford, or if they win, they play Bedford. And likewise, the only hidden team there in that 4A might be Seymour on their home floor, and they've got a 15-6 record, so they're probably the odds-on favorite outside of Jeff and New Albany.
Well, and they are, you can see on our scoreboard ticker there, they are winning tonight against a high-powered offense in Silver Creek. So that certainly is something of note there. How about that 3A sectional in Charlestown? That one could be a humdinger.
It sure could. And first night, North Harrison versus Charlestown. Charlestown, the favorite there. They're 17-5. In the second game, you got Silver Creek, a very, very good team this year, facing the Corden Panthers at 15-6. Silver Creek's 20-3. So, they're good likely. Well, there's Madison that you got thrown in there, but Madison's not having a good year. So, in the one bracket, you'd think that Charlestown might come out of it. Oh, what am I talking about? I'm sorry. I forgot the top line there. Brownstown Central. Goodness gracious. Yeah, they're 20-2.
Yeah,
so
look
for Brownstown Central and Silver Creek to get in that final there in 3A.
Yeah, and that there again, that could be a humdinger. Brownstown Central handled them earlier in the regular season, but Brownstown Central has since taken a couple of losses, and that one on a neutral court could be for anybody. Now, what about 2A?
2A got Providence a favorite, and guess who got the bye? The only bye in that.
But Paoli at 20-2, not bad.
Yeah. Paoli must be pretty good. So, they're in the opposite bracket from Providence. Providence will be facing Mitchell, which is 15-18, playing Salem in the first game. So Providence on Friday night would take them on. And then in the other bracket, that Paoli 20-2 looks like they should advance into the finals, probably against Providence, you'd think.
Don't want to forget 1A, but we've got basketball on the court, so maybe we'll chat on that one as we go along.
I was looking up myself. Yeah, there you go. Anybody shot the ball yet?
Nope, nobody shot the ball yet. New Albany with the possession arrow. And Lampkin's going to work down low. He draws the foul.
That's kind of the way the game got started. Lampkin going to the free throw line.
And I said Lampkin's with at halftime with 12, but I believe I was mistaken. I think he's got 15, now 16.
I think he had an awfully good game against Brownstown, was the difference maker in that game here earlier in the week.
Sure was, yep. Had a 19-point performance in that game. And he's just a bucket off of that tonight.
A little zone press here in New Albany, something different. Handled nicely by Bloomington North.
They used that some in the Providence game here just a couple weeks ago. Folks, you want to watch a barn burner, check that one out, as New Albany making a last-second bucket to win that one. Ball into Lindemann, and he knocks it home.
I don't see how he can be that wide open. 12-footer.
Yeah, Luke Lindemann, as you said, wide open. Those kind of shots will help your average sooner or later, you figure. Treat now resets. Looks to drive, then kicks. Shrink working against Lindemann.
Good defense.
Lampkins gets his own board, takes it up in traffic, another board, and then is fouled.
And just like in the first quarter, he's back to the free throw line. He only made 2 of the first 4 in that first quarter. We'll see if he can do better here. He's 2 for 2.
Eyes it.
There you go.
And knocks the first one home.
New Albany getting to the free throw line a lot more than what Bloomington North is. They've only shot 5 free throws, and this will be New Albany's 14th.
That one won't go. Rolls off the front of the rim. Fischel gets it across. Finds Luke Lindemann, drives and is fouled. That's Lampkins with the foul.
Luke Lindemann is kind of their go-to guy. Makes the first.
There again, averages 13 points a game, but with Derek Cross, sophomore Derek Cross on the sideline, still recovering from injury.
He's averaging about 15 or 16.
Yes, about 16 and a half points a game. So Lindemann being asked to carry some of that load. Lampkins calls for it. Got a mismatch against Fischel and takes advantage of it.
That's too easy.
20 points now for Lampkins by my unofficial count. That's Levi Lindemann. Leaves it short, and Treat down with it. Oh, trying to find Lampkins, and travel. That ball was just a little bit too high for Lampkins to sky up and get. And you know that's high if he can't sky up and get it. You don't have to throw it very high for me not to go up and get it, but for that young man, that's a tougher feat.
1-2-2 full court zone press.
Lindemann, and thought the whistle might come earlier as Lampkins.
He's down.
Yeah.
Holding his wrist.
Holding his wrist is right, so that could be big for the Bulldogs.
He's coming out.
Looks like Braden Brewer will check in. Lindemann gets the first. Does Luke.
So you hope Lampkin isn't hurt.
Right. He was favoring it there a bit. I will say he doesn't seem to be holding it like he's too bad. Let's see if the trainer's coming to look at him now, though. Knox thought about the three, decided to drive instead. Now Treat. Bloomington North so far in this half doing a pretty good job. Cutting off the drives, but that's when Shrink says, you know what, I'll just step back and hit this 17-foot jumper and get my 10th point of the contest. Fischel shoots the three. Off iron, Knox gets the board. Knox goes right into Fischel. I'm going to say ball out of bounds. Fischel literally took that one on the chin. He's still trying to figure out if he's bleeding or not.
$18-point lead for the Bulldogs. Pace has kind of slowed down here, it seems like.
Sure has.
Pretty good defense, but nevertheless, not putting the points on the board.
Washington shoots the three. That one won't go. Board there by Walker. Levi Lindemann off back iron. Can't get it to fall. Trying to alley-oop to Shrink. Brewer ends up with it. Clears it out. Noah Washington shoots the three. That one won't go. Brewer with it again, and then the foul comes. Levi Lindemann whistled with the foul. That's his third, team third. And Levi Linneman goes to take a seat. Official also. Treats. Can't get it to fall. And Washington is fouled underneath. So Noah Washington will get to shoot 2 here. 4:27 left in the third period.
New Albany in the bonus in this third quarter. Next foul will be the 5th, and that puts them on the line.
Both made from Noah Washington. Lindemann working against Washington. Gives it up to Romarian Washington. Back to Lindemann. Gets moving downhill there and lays it up and in. As unofficially, I've got Luke Lindemann with 20 on the night. Season high was 26 against Floyd Central. And pitched to Coach Spear on the Bloomington North bench. So it'll be New Albany ball with TJ Washington to trigger.
Almost a turnover. 3:47 left in the third quarter. The pace has really slowed down here compared to that first half pace. Not sure what the reason for that is.
Treats gets the ball up on the rim. Can't get it to fall. Spear whistled for the foul.
New Albany's 12 of 16. That's 75% as a team from the free throw line. Pretty good. Make that up a couple points. 13 for 17. Lindemann for Linneman, substitution.
So Treat made the first. See what he can do with the second here. Knocked home both. 55-35, 20-point ball game. Looks like Lampkins is going to check back in. That's that's good to see because he was holding that left wrist there for a bit. Walker takes it inside and loses the handle. I'm going to say it's knocked out of bounds off New Albany there, poked away. So Nate Walker. It's Levi Lindemann working against Brewer, kicks it out. Fischel for 3, buries it. Caleb Fischel, his third made 3 of the night. Again, shooting 46%. Great number. Treats on the other end. Gets it to go. In traffic. Tough shot. Levi Lindemann knew he missed, but couldn't chase it down. Noah Washington boards it. Lets it take to the other end. He's going to take it up against Fischel. Knocks it home. Good defense there to cut off those drives. Romario Washington puts up a 3. I think Lampkins must have gotten a hand on that.
Definitely influenced the shot.
Yep. To Washington for 3. Gets it to go. got Washington unofficially with 19. And then a whistle. So Brewer whistled for that one. That's just the third team foul here in the quarter. Minute 39 remaining. Levi Lindemann making the first of the free tosses. That was Brewer's first foul, but
the key in the game for New Albany.
Brewer and Noah Washington head to the sideline for a breather. Levi Lindemann getting both. Lampkins, good look for TJ Washington. Great job there. And that is TJ Washington's first points of the night. Official looking to drive, but gives it up. Oh, and there's a foul. Call a blocking foul on Lampkins.
Lampkins down again.
That was
that was contact.
On that handoff, that was contact.
Good call by the officials.
So Luke Lindemann coming off that screen. Lampkins back to the line, back to the bench again.
I tend to think that the crowd noise is going to be a little more intense next week.
Yep, you would think so. Official pitch back. Lindemann takes it inside, draws the contact. We'll go to the line. Just under a minute left here in the third period.
Need another dunk or something here. They've only dunked it 4 times tonight. New Albany has.
As Levi Lindemann keeps piling up the points now from the free throw line. Official checks out Rex Spear, 6'2" junior in the ballgame. Lindemann. Sweet shooting from that young man. Seth Winslow is checked in the ball game. Gets it out to Shrink. Can't get it to go. Nice follow-up there by Reese McGee. His first bucket of the night. Nicely done. Kick to Spear. Gets in low. Foul? Foul. No, stepped on the in line. Good defense there by Braxton Mayfield.
That's one thing that Bloomington North has done better in this third quarter. That's only their first turnover of the quarter. I don't think the pressure of defense has been quite as great as it was in the first half, but nevertheless.
Shrink looks to take it up and gets it to go.
Got to get a shot up.
And Lindemann can't get the shot away. So at the end of 3, New Albany 68. Guests from Bloomington North 42. Come on back. We will have fourth quarter action for you here on Glycai.
A wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms. Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet. Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark & Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
As we get set for the fourth quarter and a 68-42 lead by the Bulldogs, I'm Dr. Ty Carter, Coach Paul Love, alongside Christian Sanchez, working our camera this evening here from New Albany High School. Bloomington North with the possession, but Fischel loses the handle and an immediate turnover.
Yeah, that was because New Albany in a 1-3-1, if you will, half-court press, and they got him in the corner and got the turnover.
Trying to find Shrink, but that offline.
That's a turnover, not a shot.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, and Lampkins comes with the block, but the whistle. Wow.
Luke Linneman had a dunk in the first quarter, and he was going up again, but boy, he didn't know what he was going up against.
Let's show you that again.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic pass from Fischel, but the closeout was crazy by Lampkins. That's another highlight reel there. As Luke Lindemann makes both. Cuts into the New Albany lead and gives Luke 44 unofficially. And Lampkin says, okay, I'll show you what I'm going to do. Oh, my goodness. And then Shrink nearly taking the ball away, and then the foul comes. And let's show you that again, folks. Oh, my goodness. And actually the body control to go around Rex Spear and still be able to dunk it. I thought maybe you would have to lay it up and in, he being Chris Lampkins. He just kept going up. My goodness. 70-44 here in the fourth period. And we're going to have wholesale substitutions here in a moment. Knox loses the handle, got it to Noah Washington, and now resetting. Knox wanting to drive, and then a foul comes. Hold down low.
Not even close to a shooting foul. Only 2 fouls against New Albany in the quarter, and none against the Cougars of Bloomington North. 5 subs coming in for New Albany.
Here comes the substitutes, yes. Winslow, Mayfield, McGee, Brewer, and TJ Washington all check into the ball game.
A polite move by the Bulldogs, being up by 26 points.
Yep. Trying to find Winslow. Couldn't quite get the handle. They're going to say knocked out of bounds, though, off of Vaughn's.
One way of looking at this, Todd, is this is what you might expect to see maybe next year.
Yep, absolutely. McGee looking to drive. Fadeaway. Nice fadeaway there. Reese McGee, his second bucket of the ball game. Ball poked away there. Official tracks it down, gets it to Lindemann. Luke Lindemann, left hand, a sweet shot there. I've got Luke Lindemann 1 bucket off tying his season high he had against Floyd Central earlier this year. McGee kicks in the corner, and that's Braden Brewer for 3. his first bucket of the night. New Albany, Fischel, he'll shoot the three. Wow.
Long one.
Absolutely. That's his fourth made this evening. He's got 12. Averaging 13.8, so he's due at least one more something. Give and go. Reese McKee, a pretty shot there.
Too easy. Too easy.
Trap comes. Fischel trying to find his man. Oh, Braden Brewer with the steal and then gives it right back into the corner. Ramarian Washington hits the three for the Cougars. His first made field goal this evening. I think this thing's gone wide open, Coach. What do you think?
I do believe.
Fischel into the corner. Washington trying a cross-court pass. Good deflection there by New Albany.
Man almost took one in the noggin down there.
Yep.
I think he's all right. A 25-point lead by the Dogs. 4:45 left in the fourth quarter.
Ball into Fischel. Working against Brewer. Kicks it back out. Ramarian Washington can't get that one to go. Tip to McGee. McKee to Washington. Inside to Winslow. Spins move. Left hand. Nicely done. And then a turnover. Nate Walker trying to inbounds the ball. To Winslow. Winslow first thought he was going to be left alone, but defense shored up there. And we've got Xavier Harvey, number 35, in the ball game as well for the Bulldogs. Three goes in. Was that Levi Linneman? I believe
yes,
it was.
It was.
With his 12th point of the ball game.
Nice give and go. He got it, and he
couldn't get it. That's Ashton McGee on that. Harvey gets the board. Winslow, Harvey feeds the big fella. So Harvey, it's his first bucket of the night. Takes the Bulldogs up over 80. Lindemann, Levi, he'll hit another. Just a sophomore is Levi Lindemann. Good stroke there. McGee can't get it to go. Nearly poked away. Lindemann, though, cleans it up. Fischel, he'll shoot the three. Buries it. That's 5 made threes for Fischel.
That's one thing that Bloomington has done well tonight. They're 10 of 19, over 50% from three-point line.
Knightfield can't get that one to go. Lindemann down with the board, looking to push it. Oh, gets the floater to go. So a little flurry here from Bloomington North. And Levi Lindemann now has 17. Had 5 at the break, so nice second half.
Another turnover. Couldn't quite walk that tightrope over there on the side. Not a very good pass.
So Fischel for a little screen. He's got the big man on him. Harvey hits the three.
Boys loading up.
18 on the night for Fischel. Came in shooting 46% from three, and he's maybe missed one tonight, but it could only be one. So you got 6 makes.
Timeout, New Albany. Full timeout.
Timeout, New Albany, so we will take a brief timeout as well. 81-66, fourth quarter, minute 43 remaining. Come on back for that last bit here on Glycott.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash, proud sponsor of Jeffersonville High School, located on 10th Street across from the new Kroger.
As we return to live action, minute 43 seconds remaining here in this one, 81-66. Your score? And pretty much all New Albany. 6-point lead from the end of the first quarter. Yeah, that was
making a little comeback.
Yeah, they made 6 there, and then it was out to 12, then back to 6 again.
Well,
but then second half.
That's what shooting 8 of 10 will do for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is what they've done this quarter.
Yeah, back down to a 15-point game though. Bloomington North has shot the lights out of it here in this fourth quarter. Good chance for some of the youngsters, though, on the New Albany bench to get some experience, though. Mayfield knocks that one. Mayfield with the three.
What happened there? I'm sorry. I was looking
missed shot by Bloomington North, but I didn't see who took it.
Just a 2-point shot?
Yep.
Sorry about that.
McGee trying to drive. Every lane cut off there.
Under a minute.
Passes over to brother Ashton McGee. Trying to find Harvey, but couldn't do so. Picked off, and Washington down to Lindemann. Luke Lindemann can't get that one to go. Excuse me, Levi Lindemann. My fault. And down to the other end. And dunking it home was McGee. That's Ashton McGee on that. And Levi Lindemann laying it up and in. And that should about do it. New Albany needs to get the ball across half court, and they do, and that will be our final. So, from Romeo Langford Court here at the Doghouse, the Bulldogs improve to 18-3 with an 86-68 victory over Bloomington North. Bloomington North falling to 7-16 on the regular season. We're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we'll have the post-game show for you upcoming here on Glycott.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice. Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark & Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
I'm your cat. And ever since you brought me home that day, I've been plotting to destroy you. This is 1 billion years of tiger DNA just ready to pounce. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, you could be coughing up the cash for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like meow.
Contact Floyd Snobbs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com. With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers PulsePoint. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
Check it. Ooh.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Visit them at 1510 Production Road in Jeffersonville to find the widest selection of batteries for any vehicle. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable since 1952.
As we return to the postgame show here on Glycod, where the New Albany Bulldogs emerged victorious 86-68 in this one. I want to remind everybody that tonight's scoreboard is presented by American Family Insurance agent Mark Stevens. For more information on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Mark at 812-283-8600, 812-283-8600. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And Coach, this one, as we remarked, Bloomington North down 6 at the end of the first quarter. Then New Albany went on a little run, as Coach Spear predicted that that might be a tough thing for them to handle at Bloomington North. Some of these New Albany runs. So New Albany went on a little run, ended up 44-27 there at the break, halftime break, and then really got it rolling in the third quarter.
Yeah. Actually, Bloomington North outscored New Albany in the fourth quarter, 26-18. I mean, they really did. And I know a lot of substitution was going on at that point.
Sure.
No doubt. But something to think about.
Well,
another thing to think about, Bloomington North, they shot 54% in the first quarter and 69% in the fourth quarter. They just couldn't get anything done in the second and third.
I want to show you a couple of brief plays here, including show you a Lampkins block, and Luke Lindemann trying to take up a dunk, and then on the very next play, Chris Lampkins just takes it from half court and ends up driving right down the left side of the lane and dunks it home. So a couple of highlights plays there for Lampkins, who led the Bulldogs tonight. Well, that leads us to our German American Bank stats. So why don't we go ahead and take a brief break? When we come back, we'll get you those German American Bank final statistics and the rest of the postgame show, including most outstanding players here on Glycod.
Vaccinations are a key to a healthy future. At the Floyd County Health Department, they can help your child from kindergarten through 12th grade get vaccinated, regardless of insurance status. Check with your doctor to see which vaccines your child may be due for, or call the Floyd County Health Department at 812-948-4726. Again, that's 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department. Can't leave your dog while you're gone? Maybe you just want to increase their socialization. Try Bark Jeff. They provide a cage-free, all-day play center that dogs will love. With well-trained staff available around the clock, their professionals offer comfortable grooming, plus nightly dog slumber parties. For more information on their services or to register as a new client, visit BarkJeff.com. Bark Jeff is located at 1006 East 10th Street in Jeff, where the cool dogs play.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on. Foul.
What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
About to get served.
Seriously?
Get Allstate. Save money and be protected from mayhem. Like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can.
Vaping has already reached epidemic proportions in the U.S. More than 3.6 million U.S. youth use e-cigarettes, including 1 out of every 5 in high school. And many of those who are vaping want to quit. Get real about quitting and put your health first when you live vape-free. For the support needed to quit, text the word Indiana to 873-373. Again, that's text the word Indiana to 873-373. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
We are set for our German American Bank final statistics. German American Bank, we thank you for being our sponsor for our halftime and final stats all season long. Final stats brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with the German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more information. Let us first just briefly go over scoring from both teams. And Bloomington North was led by Luke Lindemann and his 24 points, points off his season high. Levi Lindemann pitched in 19. Caleb Fischel had 18 on 6 made 3-point buckets. Romarion Washington had 4. Nate Walker had 3. For the Bulldogs, they had scoring all up and down. I'll do my best to get everybody. Chris Lampkins led with 22. Noah Washington had 19. Rylan Shrink had 12. 8 for Jordan Treat. 6 for Reese McKee. 4 for Seth Winslow. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. 5 for James Knox. Couldn't read my own writing there. Then 3 for Braxton Mayfield. 3 for Braden Brewer. And 2 apiece for TJ Washington, Ashton McGee, and Xavier Harvey. So that does it for the individual numbers. And then for the teams, we'll turn it back over to Coach Love. Coach Love, walk us through those.
Real quickly here, shooting-wise for Bloomington North, they were 22 of 49, 45%, pretty decent.
Yep.
11 for 21 from beyond the arc, 52%, which is extremely good, and 13 for 15 at the free throw line, 87%. Had them with 19 rebounds. I'll go ahead and tell you that New Albany beat them in the rebound compartment 31-19.
Wow.
Turnovers for Bloomington North, they had 15. I had New Albany with just 9 comparatively. Moving over to the Bulldogs, boy, they had a good shooting night. 34 of 60 from the field, that's 57%. They were just 4 of 11 from beyond the arc. They didn't need those points, but they were 14 of 18 from the free throw line. That's 78%. And again, we said they had 9 turnovers, maybe a couple more than they'd really like to have, but not bad if you can keep it under 10. And then 31 rebounds, so they control the boards, which is one of the things we said in pregame might be a key.
What is that shooting percentage there from 3? You said 4 of 11?
4 of 11, 36.
36, got it. Okay. Wanted to make sure and put that up, too. So there again, big difference there, pardon me. Those rebound numbers, that's certainly big. And turnovers in the first half, certainly for Bloomington North. They cleaned it up a lot in that second half.
They sure did.
All right, so those are our German American Bank stats, final statistics. And let's step aside. When we come back, we will get you most outstanding players from both teams and the upcoming schedule. So stay tuned for that here on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational, solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com.
For the area's best pre-owned vehicle prices and selection, visit Jim Butner Auto Group. Since 1955, the Jim Butner family has been Southern Indiana's top choice for reliable, trustworthy, and exceptional service. Enjoy fast and easy financing, no matter your credit history. Visit JimButnerAuto.com or stop by our showroom at 125 West Lewis and Clark Parkway in Clarksville. Discover why Jim Butner Auto Group is striving to serve you better every day. Jim Butner Auto Group, your hometown family dealership since 1955.
Looking for a career instead of a job? Want to make a difference in a child's life? Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program is now hiring. They offer competitive wages, plus health, dental, and life insurance, as well as paid college tuition and retirement plans. Apply online through Indeed.com or email your resume. You can make a difference in a child's life. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start, serving children and families for over 60 years.
Looking for family fun in Southern Indiana? Then look no further than Strike and Spare, your go-to spot for a great time at prices that won't break your budget. With regular and kid-friendly bumper bowling lanes, everyone can join in on the action. And don't miss out on Cosmic Bowling, the cool way to bowl with that nighttime feel. Strike up the fun at Strike and Spare in Clarksville at 511 Little League Boulevard. And visit strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information on hosting birthdays and corporate parties.
Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by New Albany State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And it is time for our State Farm Most Outstanding Players of the Game. Tonight's Most Outstanding Players brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You can give Theresa a call at 812-945-8088. That's 812-945-8088. And for those most outstanding players, let's turn it back over to Coach Paul Love. First for the Cougars.
You got to go with their senior, 6'6" senior, Luke Lindemann, had 24 points. And I think he was the focus of their offense, especially early in the game, and where they were kind of still in the hunt, so to speak. So congratulations to Luke Lindemann.
Okay, and
New Albany.
For the Bulldogs.
Boy, you could almost pick one out of the hat there. They had several guys have real good games, but I think we agreed that Chris Lampings, with his 22 points and several dunks, I think he might have had 4 dunks.
Yeah, I think so.
It's always inspiring, and he got knocked around a little bit too. So
he sure did. He took his lumps tonight.
For his effort, we'll give him the Player of the Game award.
Absolutely, and actually that, among others, that defensive play, might be able to replay that pretty quickly. That defensive play really kind of was as astounding as any of the dunks. The fact that he closed out on that and made that play, pretty amazing. So Chris Lampkins and Luke Lindemann. Next up, we have our upcoming schedule presented by Strike and Spare of Clarksville. A great place to host your party or special occasion. Contact strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information. Strike and spare in Clarksville. Well, our upcoming schedule is normally we only put things up that are in our local area, but we are not covering Southern Indiana sectionals, so all of our coverage next week on Glycod will be Tournament Central, as the Glycod will be covering Kentucky's 6th, 7th, 8th, and 11th region play next week. You can check glycod.com for all the matchups and times. So KHSAA basketball next week. I will also say, I put down there at the bottom, hey, if you're a sponsor of Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod, or would like to be, and especially if you want to say right from the get-go, hey, I want to see some sectionals for my team, I'll go ahead and pay up those IHSAA rights. Just send us an email, and we can certainly make that happen next season. So we thank you so very much. Let's go ahead and get a final thought from Coach, and then we'll sign off. Any bows on this one, Coach?
Well, Bloomington North has nothing to be ashamed of. Come into New Albany and play the game that they played. They were just outmanned. Of course, they were missing one of their better players. So, they shot the ball quite well, I thought, but just not strong enough and defensively strong enough, and rebounds and what have you. Turned the ball over too many times. But New Albany, same old with them. They had several players in the double-figure scoring, and that's what makes them better, I think, having that the case. Lampkin certainly has, the last couple games, has blossomed, you would think, and kind of took over the game in both the Brownstown game and in this game.
Well, they definitely will need Chris Lampkins to do that next week, facing either Floyd Central or Seymour in that Friday evening game. Will be New Albany. Well, that's going to wrap it up from here at New Albany High School. Want to remind everybody that for the latest updates on all things high school athletics, including continuous score updates, you can visit glycod.com. We want to say thank you, and as we say goodnight, we want to thank executive producer Steve Bird for his notes and giving us in-game notes as well, and keeping us on the air. For Christian Sanchez, our cameraman tonight, and Coach Paul Love, our analyst, I'm Dr. Todd Carter, saying thank you to Sean Garman and Madeline Fisher, AD, and WNAS for helping us out here tonight to be on and allowing us to come in and do this. But again, I'm Dr. Todd Carter saying good night, God bless, and we'll catch you next time on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Southern Indiana High School Basketball, presented by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page. He puts you in good hands. Tonight's game was brought to you by Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable since 1952. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Mac Construction, experience, reputation, solutions. Clark County Health Department, prevent, promote, protect. Priority Radiology in New Albany, you have a choice. Jim Butner Auto Group in Clarksville, a family tradition of excellence. And by Floyd County Health Department, Deering Floor Center, Our Place, Clark County Youth Services, and Strike and Spare Family Fun Center.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.